So, Alex, just finished up the pro day here. It's the beginning of year two for you at OTE. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. Just had a good pro day. I feel like I showcased my talent, so it was really good.
How does it compare for you, this year compared to last year's pro day?
I feel like I grew as a player, and my body got bigger too. So I just feel like I'm getting better and better.
I mean, we did like last year. Today, you were like taking the ball off the defensive glass, pushing, making threes, passing. It seems like you feel more comfortable out there, and you're taking more responsibility. Is that a product of you being a year older, or like where does that come from?
I just feel like when you like put the work in, you just get more comfortable all around in basketball. So it just getting reps, keep like working on my shot, so I feel more confident taking shots.
I didn't look at the measurements they gave us. Where are you at right now, like weight wise?
I'm 215.
Okay. How do you, one of the things that makes you interesting is obviously your mobility, the way that you move on the perimeter defensively, and how quickly you get off the ground. What's that process looking like for you in terms of getting stronger? Because obviously, like big guys in the NBA, they weigh more than 215, right?
Yeah. So I just take it as an everyday process. I try to get stronger, get in the weight room a lot, and just like keep working on my body.
How do you do it in a careful way to make sure that you keep that mobility and agility that makes you so interesting?
So like we got a really good strength coach here at OTE, so I know he will never put me in a position where I lose all my mobility. So I really trust him with that.
It seems like your jumper has been something that you've been working pretty hard on over the past year or so. Where do you think you're at right now with your shooting ability?
I feel like I still can be more consistent as a shooter, but I feel great shooting the ball. I just gotta get more reps in every day to be even better.
What are the other parts of your game that you think you still need to improve on?
I feel like I still can improve my shooting ability, my ball handling. I feel like that's something I could take to the next level too.
What type of defender are you right now?
I feel like I can guard 1 through 5. I feel comfortable guarding bigs and guarding on the perimeter, moving my feet, switching my hips. That's something I really like to do.
Any players that you really enjoy watching, either in France or the EuroLeague or in the NBA?
I like watching Giannis for his defense because I feel like he can guard every position too. He's really tall and he takes a lot of place on the court.
How much do you get to watch of the NBA game here, like in terms of like going to games or watching games, and are there any players that you look at and you say, hey, maybe I can play that kind of role early on in my career?
Yeah, so I like watching some highlights of the NBA. Players I think I could play like. It's hard to tell because I don't feel like there's someone that really plays like me in the league, but I definitely look at Giannis, Karl Anthony Towns, all these guys that are tall and can do a lot of things on the court.
What's it like, having an older brother who has kind of experienced a lot of the things that you're about to go through before you, and, to see him, be a pretty highly touted guy early on and then end up at Kentucky and then, not really get a lot of looks from the NBA, but now, being with the Portland Trailblazers, what is that like for you to watch that from afar?
Yeah, so, my brother helped me a lot, everything I did in my career. He's still helping me, giving me a lot of advice, telling me to keep working, and it's really good for me to have someone like him, like, for my development, and I really enjoy being with him.
What does he tell you? What are the things when you guys talk about basketball that he harps on and says, like, this is what you need to focus on. This is what that he wish he had more of at your age.
He just tell me to play freely, let my game play, not to like be just in one role, and just enjoy playing basketball and just like try to be as versatile as I can.
It seems like you kind of take pride in like being pretty switchable on defense and like, you know, stepping out, sliding your feet, you know, like even like out to half court sometimes, you know, like, you know, where does that come from for you?
I just like showing that I can guard guards. I feel like it's a bigger challenge for me because guards usually think that they can get like an easy bucket when they get a tall switching on them. So I take pride in trying to lock them down and being able to contain them.
What was it like going back to Europe this summer and playing in the FIBA U17s?
It was a really good experience. We got the third place. Of course, we wanted to be first, but things got a little different than I expected. But it was really cool playing for France, and I really enjoyed it.
You know, obviously everybody here in the U.S. probably wants to talk to you about Victor Wembanyama all the time. I'd imagine you get a lot of questions about him. I mean, what are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of questions because we're from the same country. I'm tall too, so yeah, you know, I'm really happy for what's going on in his career early on, and I hope he keeps going.
You know, just kind of looking back at your decision to come here, you know, people were a little bit surprised when you decided to leave Spain, you know, which a lot of people consider to be like, you know, the best development place especially for European prospects, and come here. Like, how do you think that's paying off for you so far?
I think I did a good choice because I feel like I really stepped up my game, like physically, and my skills got really, like, they got better since I first joined OTE. So I feel like I did a good choice.
What do you need to do to be like productive, like the way you were today, like on a game by game basis? Because, you know, like for example, like the Adelaide game, and obviously that was a very tough game. Those guys are much older than you. Sometimes like your productivity like fluctuates a little bit.
Yes, sir. I feel like I just gotta keep my energy up, talk on defense, because that's something I always can bring. Even if my offensive game is not good one day, I always can bring defensive like opportunities for my team. So I gotta make sure I'm talking, helping my teammates, getting rebounds, and keep like protecting the paint.
Cool. Great stuff, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you.